X are the neurotransmitters. So these are the neurotransmitters, and this one. Oh, they are not neurotransmitters. Sorry. These are not. These are vesicles. These are vesicles. Thank you for mentioning this. Just a minute. These are vesicles that contain the neurotransmitters, and Y is the synapse. Okay. Parkinson disease affect neurons in a brain that are responsible for movement. So suggest and explain the effect of Parkinson disease of on a person's movement from this diagram. Okay, first of all, what is Parkinson disease? It's written in the second line. What will happen that the person who has a Parkinson disease, the vesicles, basically they are less neurotransmitter. Let's say they are less vesicle, they are less neurotransmitters. So it means if there are less neurotransmitters, what would be effect on the person's movement? It would be slower. Okay, let's write it. It would be slower. The slower. Okay, one thing we have mentioned that there would be fewer vesicles, there would be fewer neurotransmitters. Okay, so the response would be slow. Okay, these are the 3 points. Okay, so it means that the few neurotransmitters they bind to receptors that are present on the postsynaptic neuron, and there would be less impulse. Okay, so the ultimate, that's why the response is slow. Okay. Yes. Okay. How a nerve impulse travel across the synapse? If we talk about this diagram, it's related to like how it normally function. How do they, we need to mention this? How the message is transported or transmitted from the presynaptic neuron to the postsynaptic neuron? First of all, the neurotransmitters are packed in the vesicles. These vesicles then fuse with the presynaptic membrane. Then the neurotransmitters are released in the synaptic cleft. Okay. Yes. And then they bind to the receptor proteins present on postsynaptic neuron membrane. Uh, so okay. So and this is how you, and it would be in one direction. Okay. So what they have given, we have to mention everything. They have given us vesicles. They have given us neurotransmitters. They have given us receptors. So we need to mention these terms. They have given us presynaptic neuron. They have given us postsynaptic neuron. So we need to mention these things, whatever is given in the diagram. So be smart in solving, in giving the answers. Just mention everything that they have given you. Follow their instructions. Okay? Sometimes the answer is already given. We just need to align our information. Okay. Let's move to the other part. The other part is about the sense organs. Again, I've made the same mistake. Okay, it's an easy question for you. The question is about an eye. Okay, this is question related to an eye. Okay, the figure 1.1 is a diagram of part of eye. Okay, so you have to match the functions with their uh, whatever part is there. Let's identify what is ABCD. What is A, what is B, what is C and D? Okay, what is C and D? C is the optic nerve and D is the, hi, you there? D is the retina. What is their function? Shanzi, you there? I think, okay, I'm not getting your voice. Let me, give me a minute. I'll, okay. Is it visible now? Okay. So, okay, okay, I've already told what are these parts. Okay, what is the function? Let's talk about their functions. Okay, on to retina. Okay, B is light receptor. B contains or D contains the light receptors. The B, it refract lights. D contains the light receptors. Okay, and what is C? It's an optic nerve. It would carry impulses to the brain. Okay, what would be X? No, rods and cones. So this is the blind spot for us. Okay, I'm just looking for something that gives. Okay, there is a question given related to something related to cones and rods. Okay, a graph is given. Just have a good look on this graph. Okay, distance across the retina. The dotted line shows the rod cell and the solid line shows the cone cells. Okay, now let's give this, the letter P shows the location of the fovea and the letter Q shows the location of blind spot. Okay, okay, sorry, we need to draw it. So where it would be the blind spot, where there are lesser, where there are no rods or cones, so that will be around here. Where? Here? Here? Okay, this is Q. And where would be P? Where the most are focused. Okay, here, 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 or here. Okay, okay. Now describe and explain the Distribution of rod cells and cone cells. What is what is present in greater quantity, rod or cone? The rods are present in greater quantity as compared to the cone cells. Okay. What else is more visible? Where are cone cells mostly present? Where are the rod cells mostly present? There are cone cells at the fovea. There are more. Oh, okay. Oh, the letter was correct. I thought I mentioned the wrong letter. Okay. And where are the rod cells? There is uneven distribution, right? So at some places they are present in more quantity, at some places they are like present in lesser quantity. So this is the description of this graph. Okay. Now you have to explain what is the function of rod cell or cone cells and why are they present in a certain part. So we say that the rod cells actually, what do? They detect the low light intensity. No, no, color is detected by the cones. No, am I confusing myself? Okay, so what about rods? Okay, S- what else they do? Okay, you have given me 2 points. What else they do? Okay, what else? Okay, so we have to mention the fovea and the blind spot. Don't mention the whole retina. Oh, sorry. We have to mention the black spot and fovea more because it's related to that part. So we say there are no cells in the blind spot. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now I'm giving you one more question. It's related to how is our eye accommodated itself for certain things. Okay, to view the near objects or the far objects. Okay, this is an eye. What is the term used to describe what happened to light as it passes from air into the cornea? What happened to light? It would, we have just discussed in the previous question, it would refract. So the process is known as refraction. Okay. Describe and explain the change that occur in the eye when adjusting focus from a distant object to a near object. Now something is coming uh, toward yourself. Okay. Now the what will be the thickness of lens? Yes, the near object. Loose. That exactly. Okay. Causing more refraction. Good. Good. So one is about ciliary muscles. They contract. The suspensory ligaments relax or loosen. Lens become convex or thicker. And the last one is there would be more refraction. Okay, I guess this is enough for an eye. Let's move to the next part. Okay, the next part is related to the hormones.